Hey everyone, Miss Cutrera here. Today we're going to be drawing Shadow, the super easy version that is step by step. So here we go. Alright, so our materials, we have our alcohol markers, we have our color pencils, and we're using a Sharpie. Alright, so first we're going to make the nose, which is a little oval. And then his eyes. So coming around. It's a little different eye shape than Sonic. Shadow has more pointy at the top, and it kind of comes down farther in the middle to make him kind of the angry face. Alright, and then we're going to give him a little frowning side. Okay, then he has these red lines right here. And then kind of like almost eyebrows, but they're more like the fur that's pulled and wrinkled back. Then we have the two ears right here, and then the top part of his spike, his middle spike, and then his side spike. So notice how the size I'm using, try not to do it too small or too large. I kind of did mine at the like max size because the feet are barely going to fit on the paper. So next time I think I would have tried to draw it a little smaller, but it just fit perfect. So it did work, but it can be unfortunate when you draw something and then it kind of goes off the paper, but sometimes that's okay. It kind of shows movement. All right, so we just drew the body and then his legs, very simple. And then his arms, same thing. So it's a lot like Sonic, our basic level 1 Sonic. This is our level 1 Shadow. So the fists are going to be slightly on a different angle. So here are his gloves. So if this is pretty easy for you guys, stay tuned for the level 2, which is the same exact drawing, but we're just going to show you guys how to shade it better and make it have more highlights and reflections. But it's going to be the same drawing. So if you do the same drawing and then you can watch the second video, the second half, we're going to talk about how to shade better. Or you could do both, and the more practice, the better. All right, so we just did more of his spikes. And notice how the bottom ones kind of overlap in front of the top ones. And then we have his ears that curve. The bottom part curves, and then the middle part, then we have a little frown face right there. And then his white fur right here. Last time I did Shadow, I was going to say Sonic, but last time I did Shadow, I did tan fur because the source material from the movie, it was tan in the photo, but I didn't realize that he actually does have white fur on his chest. And a lot of people were all commenting that they really liked it, but I messed up on that part. So don't worry, we're going to fix it this time. They also said, I think right there where these little red lines are going to be, I did a little bit too much red. So thanks for the comments if you were one of them. And that's the thing about art, guys. You're going to mess up. You might do something wrong. But the next time you do it, you just learn from your mistake. All right, so we have the fist. Very simple. Here's his like knuckle right here. There's his thumb. And then the inside of his hand and his finger kind of curling up. So it is going kind of fast just because I don't want it too long. So if it is too fast, remember to pause it. Remember, it's best to do pencil, then marker on top. That's what I do. So if I mess up, I can kind of fix it. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on the other side. All right, now for the feet. Now we're gonna do the tongue right here. Now, I don't know if, I think I did the feet about right. I think the source material, the feet are pretty big and his hands, but I almost feel like it might have been slightly too big, but it also kind of looks like the angle where you would basically be more near the ground and he'd be more above you. And then that way his feet would be larger like this. So I think it looks good. So we're doing the same on each side. Remember, that's called symmetry, symmetrical, kind of like a mirror. So that's what's easy about this one. Everything you do on one side, we're going to repeat on the other. Now, one thing about this is the detail in the shoes. So it kind of has a heel. He has like a heel right there. Then it curves to the front, and then the toe kind of curls up. So we're going to just draw a straight line across with another straight line there, and then we're going to connect it almost like a rectangle or a trapezoid because it's kind of on the angle. Then it curves down. All right, same thing on the other side. Trying to do as simple lines as possible. Then come back around. Awesome, just like that. All right, same thing on that side. I did go on a little trip recently, so I kind of took a while to upload this one. I already drew it, but it took a while for me to edit, so apologize for that. I'll be getting some new content out soon. We have the advanced one coming out, and we're gonna try to do the G-Wagon Mercedes, and then we're gonna go back to some more Sonic content, and then we're gonna switch it up to something else. So I still want to do some more of the Sonic characters, some of the advanced forms of Shadow and Sonic. All right, so he has those cool details in the bottom. Now let's do the eyes. We're going to do 2 ovals. So a bigger oval and then his pupil on the inside. All right, we're going to fast forward. We're going to color it in. I'm going to explain the coloring process. So here we go.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits. You can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. We got millions of reasons to let it all go. too broken. I know I'm not always strong.
Alright, so this one is pretty basic, so it's a lot of fun just not having to think too hard. You just do the basic colors of the coloring process. The hardest part here were the eyes. I kind of made one eye a little bit bigger than the other, so I was trying to fix that. But for the eye detail, what I did was first you start off with that very light yellow kind of in the middle, then some orange in the on the middle part, and then farther away is the red. So it starts off yellow, orange, or red, and then we get the black in there as well. And then I did a little white highlight on his nose and colored that in with color pencil. So the color pencil gets that details that we need. And like I said, everything else is fairly simple. And there it is, nice and simple. I hope you guys followed along. Stay tuned for level 2. And if you liked the video, make sure you guys subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.